This is a tragic story of the gruesome murders of the Lawson family, a family killed in Germanton, North Carolina by none other than their father, Charlie Lawson, on Christmas Day, 1929. For the family annihilation, Charlie, a small rural tobacco farmer, promised his family a big surprise was coming for the upcoming holiday. Prior to the murders and Christmas, he loaded his family up and head out to the big city of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, to buy his family all new clothes and have this hauntingly, almost poetic portrait that has infamously stood the hands of time and still to this day have people asking why. In today's video, we are going to travel to Madison, North Carolina to explore the Lawson Family Museum located in Madison Dry Goods, which has been featured in Netflix. Hey guys, we are at Madison Dry Goods. Let's go inside. To understand why we're at this location, we must discuss the history of Madison Dry Goods. Today, it is a place to grab a snack or cool apparel, and of course, upstairs is the museum. But prior to all of that, this location used to be a hardware store downstairs called Penn Hardware, and upstairs was the Sterling Hotel. Here we can kind of imagine what a room and kitchen used to look like, and this is the original paint. Imagine what these walls have witnessed. Eventually, the hotel was no more, and they turned this space into a funeral home, which brings us back to our original story. After Charlie decided to kill 6 of his 7 children, his wife, and then eventually himself, all 8 bodies were transported here at this location to be prepared for a funeral. I myself have not personally been here in 5 years, so now let's go check out the new and improved Lawson Museum, which is located upstairs. When you first walk into this space, you're greeted by a timeline of the family and all of the events that took place prior and leading up to Christmas 1929. This photo is located right in the center of the museum, and it is an original picture of all of the hearses lined up in front of Madison Dry Goods, which is the funeral home, with the caskets of the Lawson family. And this is just an interesting additional fact. During the time, this small town funeral parlor was not equipped to bury 8 bodies at once. And what I mean by that, they were unable to source 8 separate caskets. So some family members actually had to be buried together in the same casket. This immensely sad crime shook the people of not only this small town, but this was also a nationwide headline that drew all kinds of people to witness not only the funeral, but to the scene itself. But let me get back to the part where I mentioned Charlie only killing 6 of his 7 children. Moments prior to the murders, Charlie's eldest son, Arthur, was sent off to fetch bullets at the local shop in anticipation of his town and family's tradition to hunt rabbits for Christmas dinner. After the brutal murders and funeral, this left Arthur and Charlie's brother with the burden of owning the house and tobacco farm to uphold financially. So, to help keep the land, they came up with an idea to let the people that are interested feed their curiosity. They allowed tours of the untouched murder house and charged people 25 cents each to enter and explore. On display were Charlie's guns, 2 12-gauge shotguns, one of which was dismantled to showcase the damaged stock after bludgeoning 2 of the children, and a Remington 25, which also jammed before Charlie switched back to the 12-gauge. At one point during the tours, people started to steal souvenirs from the house, like poor baby Mary Lou's blood from her crib collected in jars, and also raisins off of the cake beautiful Marie made for her family on Christmas. Also found it very interesting that the museum was able to find a replica of Marie's dress to put on display. It really gives you a feel of the style that was then. I also noticed a signed book on display that was signed by the most famous ghost hunters, Ed and Lorraine Warren. We headed back downstairs. I had to show the woman that worked there a very eerie photo I personally took of the window outside of Madison Dry Goods 5 years prior.
Yeah, it's like a little kid's face kind of.
It looked like bangs.
Yeah, I see that. Eyes, the nose.
And I was like,
yeah.
and I was thinking, I don't even know where that window is. Like if maybe there was like a baby doll in it, but it's like see-through.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. Is that on, let's see, was that second floor?
Yeah, where it says elevator.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no.
I don't even know if it says elevator still. It still says that outside?
It does.
Yeah. Wherever that was 5 years ago.
Huh.
And when I saw that, I was like,
Yeah, super cool. I love it. I love it. You know, a lot of people seem to think that there's like, they feel the presence of like kids.
yeah. Well, I sent my husband up here. He used to work in the area to just get a shirt. And I think that was when the new owners first had bought it. And he was saying, is somebody upstairs? And he was like,
Yeah.
and you can clearly hear like a little
Right.
kid running around
Yeah.
upstairs.
Yep, that happens. That's neat.
I thought you would appreciate it because I thought it was cool, and I was like, I have not been back since like 5 years.
Right. Yeah, Smitty would love that. They're getting ready to do the ghost walk too. They're selling tickets for that.
Oh, okay.
So,
Pretty neat.
This is definitely a case that has haunted me for years now, and it's just a sad, horrible story of a family that didn't get to live their full potential, and it makes me extremely sad. And I just wanted to pay respects, and I love true crime. I love talking about history, and I don't feel like just because somebody took away the family's lives that they should be forgotten. So I really, really enjoy going and learning about people that aren't talked about anymore. And I hope you guys enjoyed all of this video and all of this footage. And if you guys want to go check out a museum about this case, go head on over to Madison Dry Goods in Madison, North Carolina, and I promise you, this is a museum for everyone. And I'm sure some of you are asking me, so what happened to the eldest son, Arthur? And Arthur lived on to have a life, have a wife, have children, but unfortunately died in a drunk driving incident. And again, just the ending of all of these people's lives was just so sad, and I hope they are finally at rest and at peace. I want to personally thank everyone for sticking to the end of this video. I want to introduce a new weekly series that I have in mind, talking about fragrance and conspiracy theories and just different aspects of true crime or spooky content. If you guys are interested in that, wait around until Friday. We are going to be extending on this case because a lot of conspiracies were brought up about this case. But again, I really appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you on Friday. Stay spooky, my friends.